everyone. Happy Sunday. It is 2 o'clock here, and we are just coming on to share with you about the tagging site. So, we got a new refresh tagging site, and Nona and I are here to come on live and share with you just a little bit of details about what it looks like. So, in the meantime, how is everyone doing? Are we all getting excited for Christmas? And is everyone done shopping?
Done. What if
I'm
you haven't started yet? Is that an option?
Yes. I know y'all and you're procrastinating with those tagging sites, so I'm sure we're all the same when it comes to Christmas shopping. I procrastinate myself. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
anyone else look at those websites that say you have 4 more days left until it gets delivered on Christmas? That's me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got 4 more days.
Have you started yet, Katie? You're the
I have
queen of
procrastination, yes. I have started. I just have a few left to get.
Okay. I think we're good to go, Katie. We should be
Okay.
all set up.
Hi,
Hopefully everything.
Heather. I hear
Yeah.
some echoing on your side, Nona, but otherwise we
Okay.
are good.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Heather. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Have you seen our new tagging site yet? I'm sure you may have, but we
Yeah.
are joining in together today to just run through that tagging site and show you some of the new details that we have that we're just really excited for. This has been in the making for some time. This website was created well over 12 years ago, and our new CEO has just done a phenomenal job of recreating our POS system and also our tagging site. And so this is a fresh update, and we're excited to walk through it with you all.
Mhm. Yeah. New things are always kind of a challenge, right?
Mhm.
And change can always be hard. So it is a little different. But there were a lot of big reasons behind why there was a change, really important things that help
Absolutely.
us to be able to go into the future with,
Right.
technical things. And a lot of it is like, it's over my head, right?
Absolutely. I
But
think
yeah,
about like 2000, when they were so scared about computers crashing. We were
yeah.
kind of running into the same thing with our barcodes.
Mhm.
So that's something that you're going to see too that has
Yep.
changed, but it was definitely a need for the business.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, eventually you have to upgrade, right? Or you become a
Yes,
dinosaur and then it stops working the way that it should. So, yeah, so let's
absolutely.
you wanna dig into it, Katie, or
Yes, I
okay,
have shared my screen already. You might find that on your side.
there we go.
Yay. So, here we are. I have just logged in. So this was the first page that you would have seen. So this is Katie Percy. Here's my tagging site. So that looks just the same as you've all seen before. But when I click on this tagging here, this is what it's going to come to. So it's no longer that pink page. We have our brand standard colors that you're going to see here. And we're going to jump right in. So I'm clicking on my tags here, and obviously my tags are going to look very different from all of yours. So just when you click on my tags, right now it's showing my sold items, my unsold items, if it was printed, and when it was updated. So these are all of my tags here. We'll go through just in the beginning of starting to create tags. This is going to be one of the biggest changes you're going to see that is maybe a pro and con to some people. So, one of the things is that it is so large, right? So, you have all of your 9 tags here still, but you do have to scroll up and down. I like to, we still at the very beginning, you have the option of going basic or rapid. So, remember when we use rapid, we choose our category and let's just say we're doing books. Look what's cool, you guys. When I do that, it does not even allow me to choose a size or type, which is really
Mm,
awesome. We type in here, let's just say big blue truck and price, let's do $3. We still have the option to reduce and donate. So nothing's changed there. We also have, so did you see when I put in rapid, it went straight down as book for the rest of them. If I go in and I choose basic and I come here, this is some of the one of the things that I find awesome. So clothing girls, right? We come here under size and type, and it only allows now for the size and type of the girls' clothing. So same
Mhm.
here. If I change this to shoes, we now only have shoe sizes. Instead of having all the different sizes in here, it's only allotting for a shoe size. So you don't have to filter through the clothing sizes also.
Mhm. That is
The
awesome.
same,
Yeah,
yeah,
those drop-down lists were enormous.
absolutely.
They were
So same with
enormous.
miscellaneous. Don't worry about sizing. Maybe it is a miscellaneous toy that's newborn. We can still type that in here. Newborn um, toy, right? I don't have anything in mind here, but
Mhm.
yeah, we can change all of that information here. So I would say one of my favorite details. Oh, it wants me to put in a price there. So let's put in $3. One of my favorite things, like we were just talking about, is when I switch to junior girls, it's only going to give me junior girl sizing. So
Mhm.
we do not need to mess around with all the different extra sizing.
Mhm. Makes it
These are
easier to
just,
get it right, right?
yes,
And you don't have to
absolutely.
think about it, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
So, same thing here. We're just going to save. You have two options here for saving these. Um, Save completed. I love that it just told me that, so I know. And then we're going to come back to my tags. And we're going to see those two items should be popping up here. Yep, we've got our incorrectly put in tags, but I was just showing you all an example of what that looks like.
Yeah.
Nona, feel free to tell me if there's any questions on here. I'm happy to answer.
Well,
If you,
that screen is perfect. One thing to point out that I love is
yeah,
it's so much easier to get to the edit and delete. Look how quickly you can just
yes,
delete in one button. You don't have to go in and select
absolutely.
something else. And the buttons are larger there, so it's easy to see. It's really user friendly. A lot of those little tricks is they um, made it one step instead of two, or they took out, like with the sizing, right? They took out a lot of the extra options
Yes,
that can just make it more confusing.
yeah.
So yeah.
I'm really, really happy with the control features. Yeah. So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
going to quickly follow through with just making these tags, right? So printing them. I would say by far my favorite process of this. So I'm just going to select these two tags because I just made them and then print them. Check this out. Print selected. Boom, there it is. We no
Nice.
longer have the two extra step process of selecting PDF and 9 per page and all that. It took me straight here exactly where I wanted to be.
Mhm.
And if you can't tell,
Look
ba-da-ba,
at
we've
that.
got the QR codes now, which is
Yes.
just really exciting. QR codes hold a lot more information than a barcode will. And so each and
Hi,
every
Amanda.
its own
Sorry.
barcode and or QR code now, and I am just elated. I've heard from
Mhm.
other owners who have switched to this now that have had their sale with these QR codes that their scanning process goes through much quicker and shows up quicker on their sold reports, that there's just a lot less um, what would you say, problems with scanning. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
excited for this to be our first sale.
Yeah.
Now, there will be no problem with you bringing tags that have the same barcodes that you had that are still good for 2 years. We'll just start to see 2 years from today, there shouldn't be any more barcodes out on the floor because that
Yeah.
means that they're past their time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the
so this
cool
is exciting.
thing, like, this is why this is so much better, you guys. So, a lot of people may not know this, but the difference between a barcode and a QR code is that a barcode just has one code on that whole I don't have one, tag with me, I wish I did, but, the barcode just has one copy of the code for that. So what happens if there's a piece of tape that's folded over on top of that, or if it doesn't print correctly, if one of those little lines is damaged in any way, the whole barcode does not work. The difference is with QR codes that the code for that item is repeated several times in that QR code. So you
Wow.
can literally cover up a good portion of that QR code with your hand. You can cover it up and still be able to scan it. So damaged tags are going to scan better. Tags with tape on top are going to scan better. It really is a much more, we've made it to the future.
I can't believe it.
It's going to
So you
help a
guys,
lot. Yeah.
yeah, I did print off one of my tags here. I'll show you when we're all done with the site. It is bold. I don't know if that has something to do with it. It's a lot more bold. That QR code is vibrant. I'm really, really excited about it.
Mhm.
It also, like you can see here, has the donate on the top and bottom, the information on the top and bottom. So when we put this tag on a yellow tag, it still has all of that information we need on our end to be able to find that item if it does get torn off.
Yes.
So that is so exciting. I'm just really elated about that.
Yes.
Um, I am very happy to say that I have not deleted my tags from this last sale. Um, to be honest, I wasn't sure what was going to happen with that, but now with the tools button, I'm going to click on this here. I'm going to filter by all of my sold items, okay, and then hit go. Now this shows all of my items that show that were sold in the fall sale. So now I can either hit all tags because there's only 674 out of 1,000, or just all the ones on this page. Maybe I'm a little nervous to be deleting all at once, but check this out. Delete selected. Yes. And now we're back to the main screen. So I can go here and go back to tools and do it again until I delete them all, or just, yeah. So that's a great option after the sale. I would say about a month after the sale is a good time to go through and clean up your tagging site, making sure that your checks have gone out and everything's clear on that end before you go and delete any of your tags.
Yeah.
So yeah, these buttons here, we've got unprinted tags. So this just means maybe these are some of my spring items, or maybe they were stained and I didn't catch it in time. So I love that filter that I can go right here and say, why are these still here? So I can tell these are my splash pads that I am saving for the spring. I decided against some of these items. I'm bringing them. So I need
Mhm.
to come through here and decide, do I need to delete them, or are these my spring items?
Yeah.
Um,
I love that feature, the unprinted tag feature, because
yes,
before, if you went in, you could still select unprinted tags, but if it was half of a page, you had
yes,
to individually select each one. You had to click
that's
the
right.
little box. And now you can just get the printed ones and select it. So even though it's different, a lot of these things are like we said, taking away one or two steps.
Yes,
And
yes,
you'll notice they deleted a lot of features in the tools and
hmm,
in the reports and things in a good way, because there
yeah,
were a lot of buttons in tools that nobody ever needed really.
right, right,
And it got a little confusing. So right here you see on the screen, it's just there's 3 sections. It's really simple,
right.
and
You really
especially for
shouldn't
the
need anymore. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Especially for new people learning, right? It's, those of you that are veterans and have been doing this for years are it's probably going to be a little more of a culture shock, right? But for somebody learning how
yeah.
to do it for the first time, it's a little more user friendly for brand new people, especially.
Yeah, so if you guys saw that, I was able to just come in here, filter by category, and I could just go to, how about, I wonder if I even have any maternity in here. Let's go for that.
We're
I do
about to find
not.
out.
I do not. So let's come back into tools. So I went and I had baby equipment and go. And it's just going to pull all of my baby equipment items to see how was my pricing? Why didn't that sell? What am I
Mhm,
looking at? Do I need to get rid of those tags? So I'm really in love with these tabs up top.
mhm.
Then you also have the tags or these options on your left hand side. Nona taught me something I didn't know. If you just hit this menu button at the top, it just goes away. So you can see it all across here on the top. I hit the menu again, and it's going to be the same items here that are on the right hand side. So we have our sold items. Oh, this is one of the things I love. So here's my unsold items report. So this just goes to show items that I did not sell. So I have 323 items. Y'all, I need to clean up my tags. We don't need to talk about that. So then I've got my sold items report, and I can come through here and see what I've sold at the sale. And instead of going through all those extra steps that were on the bottom, you had to go through like 3 pages to see it. It is now a quick button here on your left-hand side that says sold items report. So you're going to be able to check your tags so much quicker when it comes to sale time.
Yeah.
So these are just a lot of joys for me. In my settings, you can choose really quickly to reduce and donate all. That gives you an option.
Yeah, that used to be like 4 clicks away.
Yeah.
Right? It was harder to find. I love that you can export your tags too. That's nice. A
Yes.
printed report of them. Yeah.
There's some of you all that really love just that detailed piece to be able to see that. We have our category reports. Oh, I'm sorry. I am on my owner's site right now. So there's a few more buttons on here than you guys will have on your side. So this is my page. Feel free to holler if you guys have any questions. I am just really excited about all these changes. I know the only thing that I've seen that is a little bit maybe harder would just be that when I go and, like I said, creating tags, you don't see all 9 right away right here. But if you just use your tab function, so like I'm here, I go to accessories, you can jump down very quickly to the next tab once you have things in. So not to worry. They're all 9 in 9. We can still do that together, and they're all here. You just have to scroll down. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting older, and it's nice to be able to see the print a little bit larger and like, what did I put there? So I personally do like that they are a little bit bigger.
Yeah, for sure. Katie, do you want me to share my screen with because I have the one that's just a regular tagger.
Sounds great.
Oh, I may have already done it by mistake. I'm sorry. I think I totally hijacked it without even realizing. Yeah, so right here on the left, you can see what it would look like for a regular consigner. So there's still several options: the tagged items, unsold items, sold items report, export tags, which is to run a report, and then the my settings and help. So yeah, just a quick, you guys will see that already, but yeah, there's just a lot of little things that have been cleaned and refined, and it looks so fresh and pretty.
Yes. The consistency across the board, and it just, like you say, is a lot more user friendly. It will be a change for us that have been here for well over even 2 years, but 10 years, when you're used to something for so long. But like Nona is saying, this is just a really exciting change for the future of Just Between Friends. And we're so thankful for our franchise to be making this big change so that we're not stuck. And, our lines would just keep getting longer and longer with those barcodes that we were using. And we're very excited to just hopefully streamline things for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you have any other things that popped into your mind? I feel like we covered so much of it. You did. I feel like we covered it all.
Yeah. If anyone is on and has any question about our tagging site, how this is working, any changes that have been made or confusion, we are here for you. We're happy to answer any questions. I've got to reload my site. I don't know if it's your page that's up or mine, but
I think it's neither one right now.
Okay.
Okay, we got a couple party emojis. Amanda's on board.
So while we're here, this is a printout of my first tag that I printed. Like I said, for some reason, it just does seem a lot more bold than before. And maybe that is the printer settings that they did on their side. I just am really, really happy with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, all that information can be found on the top and bottom when we attach it to those yellow tags. The donate is still loud and clear on there.
Yeah.
I also had one with a full price, and it was showing the star on both ends in different placement than you're used to. Maybe let me pull that up really quickly. I'll see
Yeah.
if I can't show what the star is going to look like for the future.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's very
I'm still
different, isn't it,
sharing.
to see a QR code on there.
Yeah.
We played around with one of them, with our scanners, and it really is amazing how much, damage can happen to those QR codes, and they still scan just fine. It's pretty cool technology. But yeah, it's always fun to feel like, you're getting a bit of an upgrade
Yeah. Hey,
for
Nona,
sure.
do you mind sharing my screen real quick? And I'll show you really quick how to edit a tag and then what that star looks like for the future.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So I am in here. I've got this book here. I'm going to select it and then edit. And then I do not want to reduce or donate it because I want it to show that star. So we're going to save this. And then it's still selected here. So I'm going to print this item.
So
Look at how
fast.
quick that was. That is amazing.
So
So
fast.
right now you can see it is no longer a donate item, and it's showing the stars now on the right-hand side instead of at the bottom in the middle, and then
Mhm.
it's also at the top. But I still feel like it's very bold and loud and says full price, so it will be easy for customers to see that this
Yeah.
is full price star and it's not going to reduce and donate. But
Yeah.
like you saw how quickly I was able to edit that tag. It wasn't a
Okay.
3-step process. It
Yeah.
was very quick. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
that star on the top of the tag is gonna
Mhm.
be amazing for your yellow ticket items
Right. That
because
wasn't there
sometimes
before, was it?
no,
No.
it wasn't there, and it said full price, but it was in teeny tiny itty bitty print, and it was off to the right-hand side, and so sometimes it would get cut off or sometimes it was hard to see. And from our side at the sale, if it's a yellow tag item that was separated from the bottom, sometimes it's so helpful to have all the information about the tag because
Right.
it helps us to match things up. And so having that star on the top is just so much clearer and it makes it
Love it.
easier from our end. And yeah, just lots of fun little things like that. So
It is so bold on our
it
side
is.
too. It's
Yeah.
it's very bold in a good way, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like you say, it makes it clear for us to read and see, and you can't confuse that.
Yeah.
Um,
That is good.
Prices seem bigger. I'm just very happy about it. I don't like you say, I should have had an old tag with me to be able to compare the two side by side, but really, you guys, there are not much changes. If anything, it's simplifying the process, especially for printing. That's probably my biggest woohoo, let's go
Yeah.
moment. So I'm just excited for you all for the spring to be coming.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys making new tags, and I pray that it's just a seamless process for you all as you go forward to make your tags.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. Well, I think we did it. We made
Yeah,
it to our time.
I am, you guys, getting so excited for April to come. I know we haven't even had Christmas yet. We're excited. Merry Christmas to you all coming up soon if we
Yeah.
don't talk to you by then. But yeah,
Yeah, it feels kind of odd to be, like, spontaneously like, "Here we are." It's been
yeah.
quiet, right, because of the holidays, and, yeah, so lots of exciting things, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, feel free
Yeah.
to email us, reach out, send us a message on Messenger if you have any questions about the new
Mhm.
tagging site. We hope that you guys have a grand time making your future tags. So thanks for joining
Absolutely.
with us today.
Yes. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Yeah, we're here. We're happy to navigate through this. Some of it we're learning together, and
Mhm.
we're excited about the changes, but that doesn't mean it's going to be perfect and easy for everyone. So we're here to help. And thanks, Katie, for being our instructor this evening.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day, you guys. Happy
Yeah.
Sunday.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.